Good evening. Once again, this is Daniel Stern, broadcasting from Jerusalem, this time back at home. I wanted to share with you a short update before I hopefully go to bed and get some sleep. Let's see. First of all, there has been a recent report going around that the Home Guard front is quickly telling people what to put in their bomb shelters, which is 3 days worth of water, dry goods, canned food, batteries, radio, flashlight, all kinds of things that are very important and should happen. But I want to make it clear, this is not a new directive. This is what every bomb shelter should have at all time. It's not because there is any change or expected need. A lot of people are getting very worried that this is because there is an expectation of a great conflict, which of course this tragedy is a great conflict, and will be a Hezbollah intervention. Already, that's the next thing I'll talk with you about. But I want you to understand that this directive, oh, my hair looks like a mess. Oh well. These instructions are not new. These instructions are what every bomb shelter should have always had, regardless of the situation, which is 3 liters of water per person per day for 3 days, for 72 hours, and food, and a flashlight, and batteries, and a radio, and identifying documents, and so on and so forth. So yes, it's important to have that in your bomb shelter, but no, it's not because of an expected catastrophe situation. That said, 4 Hezbollah fighters were killed in the last few hours, and there's been quite a bit of shelling from both sides of the northern border. So as expected, that's going to get worse. Additionally, there's still combat zones going on in the south, but it is, according to my sources, it is mopping up terrorists that are still around and less recapturing areas, even though I also saw a recent report that stated that the enemy is still reinforcing positions and restocking ammunition and so on. So as it's been for the last 3 days, there's quite the fog of war going on. We're working on finding the tactical gear that's necessary. It's very, very difficult. All the suppliers, not all, I should say, suppliers that we've contacted have none of the tactical combat gear, and there's limited availability for the other tactical gear. The difference in my mind is that the combat gear is the Kevlar vests and helmets and such, and the other gear is canteens and backpacks and so on, which are very, very needed. I spoke to our good and dear friend Yuda Bachana recently, and he said that in his opinion, the thing that he and his unit need most right now is in fact the large 90-liter backpacks to carry their equipment. That he has already gone through 3 backpacks that have ripped due to the weight of the equipment that he's carrying. So tomorrow we will look into what tactical combat gear we can ship from the United States or have brought from Europe in different ways. And additionally, we'll keep searching for suppliers who can provide thermal clothing and so on. Just a few minutes ago, I was contacted by a new division that requested quite a bit of gear, and tomorrow we'll look into what we can do to help them as well. I can't thank you all enough for praying for us, for standing with us, and once again, I ask you to share. who knows who you'll fall on, who can help, who happens to have connections to shipping or to supplies or whatnot. Who knows? Share, share, share. Let's spread the word. What else? Unfortunately, the official list of casualties has gone up to 900, with already some saying 1,000, but obviously it will certainly go past 1,000. There's no doubt about that. But the reason the lists go so slowly is, one, because bodies need to be identified. Two, because the bodies are booby-trapped. This is not a fantasy. This is fact. The bodies are put with grenades with the pins pulled out and other methods in order to blow up anyone that soldiers or medical team or forensic teams that are in the area. But anyways, so it's a very slow process to identify the bodies, to find the bodies, to see what information can be discovered, to look through videos and so on and so forth. And then after all of that, families need to be informed before the public is. So it's a long and painful process. The lists are too long to read. In one kibbutz called Be'eri, which is a kibbutz that I'm familiar with due to different contacts, there have so far been 108 bodies found in just one settlement. Be'eri was a settlement where 50 people were held hostage by terrorists inside their lunchroom and were rescued, but others were not so lucky. Anyways, what can I say except stand with us, keep praying, God bless you, share, 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 and good night for now. I will post once again in the morning with updated information, and we'll see how things go.